confirmation, Roger, readability 5 is going to be runway 09 left.
Alan with Barry, Mike and Mark. We will be Great Britain's first disabled air display team. I want us to be a display team that people want to see because we're good, rather than, oh look what those disabled people are doing, bless. I want us to be good.
After 20 odd years of being paralysed, it's fair to say I was pretty fed up. Somebody turning around and saying, do you want to learn to fly? It was like the light came on again, you know?
How is it? Much better.
I've got the least experience of anybody here.
I'm very privileged to be in the team, but I'd also be quite relieved to be the one that sat on the ground doing the commentary for the first air display.
What attracts me is it's good fun to sit there and look out the window and see another aeroplane. You're using all the controls all the time. You're using the throttle, the ailerons, elevators and the rudder pedals, which obviously we both have difficulties with that. So you're constantly on the go.
If I'm honest, I'm uncomfortable flying close to another aircraft. You're taught see and avoid, and all of a sudden you're close enough that there's this huge aircraft that's there next to you, and they're saying, in a little bit closer, in a little bit closer. And really all I want to do is run away. But the thrill of doing this is just unbeatable. I think we both know what pain is and do our best to avoid it. But that doesn't mean to say you've got to live your life in a cotton wool either. I was paralysed at 18 years old. Had a motorcycle accident. Broke nearly every bone in my body apart from my arms and legs. Very lucky to survive. But it left me, confined to a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
What happened to me was the same, a motorbike. I got hit by a car and it almost amputated my leg there and then, and the surgeons did the rest of it that night. When I woke up the next morning and realised my leg had gone, I realised that my ambition to fly might have been gone because I didn't know that disabled people could fly. So I did a little bit of research, I found that disabled people could fly, and then I just made it a goal simply to get a licence. I wouldn't have thought in a million years I'd be able to go into formation flying, and who knows what's next.
It's not going to be a case of we are the Red Arrows with propellers and no legs.
No matter how long we have to get this worked out, it's never going to be quite long enough. They are looking at us displaying in air shows in August. I think we have a massive workload in front of us.
I still can't believe that we're doing this. Just learning to fly was a privilege. Learning to fly formation, that just doesn't happen. That's something else, let alone to disabled pilots. I think there's still a perception that disabled people just aren't capable of living full, independent lives. And I hope that sometimes by doing something like this, we help straighten that record a little bit.